Hello and welcome to Guns and Gear. You know, I guess you can see the title that I'm going to be talking about a holster that I received a little while back from a company called Aegis Armory. Now, you don't really see me doing a lot of videos talking about promoting products or things of that nature. It's really not what I wanted to get into with YouTube. But I don't mind supporting YouTubers that also have businesses going on and they kind of take part in YouTube. And Steven over at Aegis Armory does that. He contacted me and asked me if he could send me one of his holsters, and because of that I think I responded that, you know, I've already seen a video or two of your holster and it looks like a good product and everything, but you know, I'm really not into this whole commercial thing. For me, this is just fun, right? I like to make videos about stuff that I like, that I have bought and that I own and that I use. And we had a phone conversation, and you know, I said if I was going to do anything like this, I want to keep the holster for a while and wear it and you know, give a good, honest opinion. And whether that's a favorable opinion or an unfavorable opinion. And he certainly agreed. And one thing that I got out of the conversation with Steven over at Aegis Armory was he is committed in putting out a good quality product, and that impressed me. He talked about that quite a bit. So I asked him if he would make me a holster or send me a holster for a full-size M&P semi-automatic firearm. And he said no problem. We picked the leather. I wanted the brown leather, OD green, something kind of simple. And he sent it to me quickly. And one thing that I will say is he put that thing together and sent it to me inside of a week. It was just I think it was 4 days from our phone conversation to the package showing up at my home. And being a small business, that's pretty impressive because you know, there's a lot of YouTube videos about this holster, and a lot of people are saying a lot of good things about this holster for a very good reason. This holster has won me over to the hybrid types of holsters. I've never really been that big of a fan of them, and I explained that to him as well. So I've been carrying this holster for about 2 months now, and you know, he asked me to hold off on making a video. I guess because he had sent several other YouTubers these holsters, and the videos were coming out. He was kind of spacing them out, I guess. I'm not real sure, but at any rate, I thought I would go ahead and get my video together. I'm very much liking this holster, and I tell you what, I'm probably going to talk to him about making another holster for me. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm wearing the holster now and showing you how I have it set up and what I'm carrying. And let me reposition the camera. Now quickly I'll show you what I'm wearing, and that's just a button-down short sleeve shirt. I found that to be a very effective way to conceal a firearm. Sometimes I wear just a t-shirt or other combinations of garments. Whatever's effective for you is what you should use. But I also wanted to talk about where I carry my firearm. All right, I usually carry in about the 4 o'clock position. All right, and the reason for that is I'm kind of a big guy. I'm over 6'7", I weigh about 265 pounds, and I don't need to make myself any larger. And what I've found out is if I carry a firearm on my side at maybe that 3 o'clock position, I tend to bump into things. It tends to hit chairs and things of that nature when I'm sitting in chairs. And when I carry in the 4 o'clock position, it minimizes some of that banging around. And so I've gotten used to doing that for quite some time now. Another good important thing to have is a good belt. Okay, and I'm currently wearing a very good belt. It's one from 511, and I found it to be an inexpensive but good quality belt. At any rate, here's the holster. And another extremely important thing is the ability to get a good grip on your firearm from the draw. Okay, that is very, very important. And as you can see with the Aegis Armory Shield, I can get my thumb back there and I can get that good grip on the firearm when I draw it. One thing you don't want to do is have to be moving your hands around and getting a good grip in the middle of a draw when you're trying to protect yourself, all right? When someone is actually trying to kill you. So the ability to get that good grip is important. And as you can see, no problem with the Aegis Armory Shield. All right, now I'll reposition the camera and show you the holster on the table and some of the guns that I've carried in it. All right, so here's the holster, and here's the firearm that I was just carrying. This is the Smith & Wesson M&P 45. This is the full-size firearm. And here's a look at the holster. It's not new looking at all anymore. It's kind of starting to form fit in my body shape, and the firearms that I've been carrying in it, you can see where it's indented, and you can see me from practicing draws and things of that nature. I'm starting to get some wear marks on this thing. But from what I can tell, from the couple of months that I've had this and been carrying it exclusively, actually, it really appears to be a good quality holster. Like I said before, Stephen, in our conversations, one thing that I really get from him is that he wants to make sure that he is making a quality product. That is a big deal to him, and it seems like that he is putting out a very good quality product. And as you can see, the leather is starting to take form of the firearm from the back. This has been a very comfortable holster. I was slow to like this type of holster, and this has really helped bridge that gap. It seems to me that it's going to turn out to be a good long-lasting holster, a holster that will serve you well for a good period of time. No holster is going to last forever, guys, no matter what it's made out of. But this one really is put together well. Now, one thing that I wanted to show y'all was I originally got this holster. I asked him to make it for the full-size M&P, and this happens to be the M&P 40 Pro Series, and this is the gun that I really wanted to carry with this, and I did for a good long time. But as you guys know, one of my favorite carry guns happens to be the Smith & Wesson M&P Compact, okay, and 45 ACP, and that fit in there just perfectly. You know, the M&Ps have very similar dimensions, but the 45 is a little bit broader slide and frame, and because it has a leather backing, it's much more forgiving and accepting that wider frame, and it fit in there just right. And I've of course carried this combination quite a bit. Now, a lot of folks like the smaller handguns, and this is the Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm, okay, and this is a compact version, and of course this fits in there just as if it was made for it. Now you see these clips swinging back and forth a little bit there. That's a little bit of a concern, and I talked to Stephen on the phone about that, and he sent me some more washers and things of that nature to thicken that piece up a little bit to keep it from swinging. But I kind of got used to it, and I haven't put them on there yet. I probably eventually will, but it's not that big of a deal to me. Yeah, so there's the holster right there. I tell you what. This holster really has gotten me to like this type of holsters, the hybrid types of holsters. I tell you, I think this holster will really excel with the full-size firearms because there's usually more weight involved with those firearms, and this holster will help distribute that weight out and make it a little bit more comfortable to carry. But more than that, if you don't have any hips like me, it'll keep you from having to pull up your pants every 5 minutes. I've been carrying larger firearms like 4-inch revolvers and full-size government model 1911s for a very, very long time, and I don't have an issue with their weight. But one of the things that I have to do is hike my pants up quite often. And one thing I noticed with carrying even this 45 right here, which this is a polymer frame gun, and it doesn't weigh near as much as a 2-pound government model 1911, but it's still got quite a bit of weight on it, especially when you have 10 and 11 rounds of 230 grain ammo in the gun. That adds quite a bit of weight to it. And there was no issue with me having to hike my pants up all the time. Maybe once in a while, but not near as often as with other holsters that distribute the weight maybe this far, the little bands or whatever that you would use to go inside your waistband. These clips are much further apart and distribute the weight rather well. And that's one of the I think greatest selling points about these hybrid holsters is the weight distribution and not having to hike your pants up every 5 minutes. Alright folks, well that was just a few thoughts that I had on this holster. I think it's a top quality holster. I think Steven is committed with providing good quality product, and you guys should check him out. This holster is called the Shield, and I believe it's $55, and it has a lot of different options as far as leather color and Kydex and carbon fiber and different colors in both of those. So check them out, see if he has something along the lines that you'd like, and try one out. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. With that, thank you very much for watching my videos. I certainly appreciate it. And remember to shoot straight on the range and in life. Thanks.